I think I popped my shoulder a little bit more than I think I may have slightly injured it. Morning. The sound I heard was not by twisting bubble wrap, but if you pull on bubble wrap. When you kind of pull it straight out and it kind of, like things, like the weaker bubbles tend to pop, they go. Yeah, it sounded like bubble wrap, literally right there. And holding the camera kind of hurts a little bit. It's not in bone. I know I didn't pop a joint or anything like that, but it was while I was doing the fly, so I may have been doing it at a wrong angle, but considering it popped and now it's like really hurting, which means it's probably healing faster. So I think it's, like I said, it's in surface tissue. There have been some times where I'm like, oh, that feels deeper in the shoulder. This is like way on the surface. We have to go to a meeting early this morning that was supposed to be on Tuesday, but well, I'm still walking up with you.
Yeah. My shoulder was like hurting as well when I was doing pretty much everything, except weirdly bicep curl.
Well, where on your shoulder was it hurting? There's
a kind of here and in, like right in the middle.
Okay, so not on mine. Mine is definitively on the top. Yours is what I was having a while back, and it's because I was doing things at a wrong angle. I was holding the weights wrong and causing slight injury. I've noticed you've told me you've had this shoulder problem before.
Yeah.
And I keep trying to modify your angles so that you can push the weights up correctly, and you don't seem to be adhering to those. So I
try.
The remedy for that is to go down weight until you can make sure you get that form correct. It's sort of like when you start seeing people that are like doing squats and they're not really even, they're like just like bending at the waist, their knees aren't actually bending much at all, but they're carrying a lot of heavy weight and they're still going,
yeah,
hey, like that, and then they get back up and it's like a strain. Yeah, it's because they're doing damage on their lower back and they're doing literally terrible lifting protocol, but they're still lifting heavy weights, and that's what's really cool. And just another reason why I kind of stopped doing squats is because I realized that I was doing bad form. I was still doing good form, but the heavier I got, the worse my form got. Rather than feel like I was become a sissy and a wussy nanny, then I just stopped doing squats and wound up doing other things to help those parts of my legs, but not do actual squats. Besides, we have 2 squat racks.
Yeah, and they're pretty much always in use. Oh, by the way, trees.
Oh, you asked her? Asked someone?
No, they have the word tree written on them now.
Oh, so we're gonna have a little, I thought maybe, can you guys see that they kind of match up? There's a bad angle, but they match up in distance for the trees across the way.
Yeah,
maybe they're moving the trees over. That does smell really good. God damn it, Nike.
Yeah.
They've got a kitchen in one of those buildings and they're blasting out breakfast.
Yeah, free.
Yeah. I wouldn't think that they'd move these trees. They're, in terms of decorative tree, old growth.
Yeah.
Look at that root system. Not that that really matters. People rip up other trees for other reasons, but...
That's not breakfast.
That is unmistakably pot. Holy shit. There are questions where it's like, is that pine tree? Is that a dead skunk? Is that pot? No, that's pot. That guy's coughing over a storm. He freshly took a hit. Is the thing. That's how strong that was.
Yeah.
It's Thursday. Apparently we have a workout. It started dinging and then stopped. Now it's good.
Nope. Okay, it's still going good.
Yeah. It was like the train started to go and then it started to go and then the train didn't go and then the train started to go and then it started to go and then it was like,
yeah. Ding ding. Ding ding.
Ding-a-ding. Ding-a-ding. Yeah, anyways, so we have probably a workout with the linebackers and DBs today. I'll have to find out when the defense chat says when that is and where it is. Mark says maybe somewhere around 3 o'clock, and I'm like,
So
I really do like the team. I just, like, there's a whole hell of a lot of planning at the last minute, and that is historically just aggravating to my essence. But I may be home late for tacos. Guys, almost time for the view, and I figured we probably didn't record much because we were walking faster recently and not recording as much because I put it down because there's a lot of people walking past. Apparently where my shoulder hurts, I don't know. See, the thing is, it's just like the rib. I can't show it, but it's... Where did you go? Ah, it's right there. See where that little crest is? I don't know, my freckles are all in the way. But yeah, it's like, it's right here in this area. Oh. That's the center point there. So that's kind of where the front deltoid moves in. And attaches in on the side, so whatever. Oh yeah, that gets it. Sorry, I'm whipping the camera around. Whip my hair back and forth. I can't do that anymore. I got my hair cut. But anyways, this ain't that bad. This is, I knew what caused it last time. This is, you know, this is like, I can massage it and whatnot. I can't really massage the rib because actually the more pressure I put on this one, plus this seems to be tissue, even though bones are tissue, whatever. But yeah, so I kind of spilled some emotionalness on Snapchat. Totally not what a YouTuber should do. There's so much shit that people think a YouTuber should be doing. Like, you follow Grace and you follow Hannah and you see all the wonderful behind the scenes stuff that they do and, you know, and whatnot. And I mean, if we had a set up camera for something, then for most of the time, then yeah. But, you know, I'd Snapchat from inside the locker room. But guess what? There's a lot of naked guys in there because anyways, basically what I went over on Snapchat was the fact that it's hard for me to get along with guys because I don't know when I'm okay with them or not. It's not when I'm okay with them, it's when they're okay with me. I can go by the basic primal instincts of they haven't wounded me and they haven't kicked me out of the group completely. So there's that, but it's just like, there's just things guys do that I don't understand. Cliche target here, it doesn't make any logical sense. You know, it's sort of like nicknames. Do you give yourself a nickname? No? That's actually bad. Unless you had one before that other people gave you and then you sort of move on with that one. But when you're in a group and you don't have a nickname, they want to give you a nickname, that's how it happens. It's social inclusion. Speaking of which, social inclusion, masculinity, fitting in, please, I understand that a lot of people, and I said this on Snapchat a couple days ago, that you really should watch The Mask You Live In because it got me thinking about a number of things. And oh well, I saw that preview. It doesn't apply to me. I'm cerebral enough to not let that shit affect me. Whatever. As I said on Snapchat, the more you think it doesn't apply to you, the more often it's probably going to. Because, like, I completely was in agreement with the preview and wanted to watch the movie, and I didn't realize that half of it would apply to me. And Star Trek's patch is done downloading. I will catch you guys tomorrow!